A mage skill would be most practical here. Might I be of assistance? By your command, my magics are yours to command, should you require the skill of a mage. Might I be of assistance?
I've been on my feet all day. My legs are as lead. What to do? That's precious little time.
Some call it culture, some call it dull.
Can't wait for the new equipment to come in. Lots to do, and precious little time.
Not sure what they expect. I'm no cook, am I?
I've been on my feet all day. My legs are as lead. Wonder what Bruno thinks. Let's take it easy today.
Off to market I go.
Would that I could
Precious
spend
little
all
time.
day leaving.
Wander about. The rest of all my equipment. Full of chance. Wonder if anyone.
This town must have ways. 'Tis my beauty. Each new day is a chance.
Someone is looking this way. Is there aught about me that caught their eye?
And should my story entertain you, nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale. Now, listen close. As today I shall tell of a serpent with powers most fell. Our hero ventured into a shrine long enclosed.
What?
This looks like trouble. So tired. Barely the thing to tie my boots.
Such peace.
You!
Hey,
Suppose I ought
made my legs
shut
ache
well met, son.
right.
How might I be of service?
I'm about ready to fall asleep on my feet.
May have
But not
I
very
stripped
expensive.
some chance I said no. You! My, I'm trapped like a rat in a cage. This Arisen's both shrewd and fleet of foot. Ah, 'tis obvious, no? I am an agent, of a sort. Let's just say there are some who don't want you wandering about as you please. I was to report on your comings and goings, you see. But I suppose that job's over, now you found me out. So, how about it, friend? Will you let me go? I've no reason to trouble you any further. Understandable. Still, no harm in asking, was there? Let's get this over with then.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
It's been some time since we last saw the young man who coveted that ornate box. Mayhap we ought to seek him out. I can guide you there, if you wish.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way. There's a ladder here.
After you, Arisen.
Do with a decent supper. I must lose focus.
Very useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Last push, and I'll be done for the day. Go.
Perhaps a stroll through town.
Here at last.
We meet again. Truth be told, I was hoping we might. Would you care to stay and talk a moment? I'm glad. Sit down, won't you? I'm rather fond of this place. I ne'er imagined a city could be like this. So full of excitement, so alive. And how could I have? In all my life, I've hardly left the palace. My mother is quite strict. You understand. Oft did I long for a taste of normal life. Even aught as simple as going shopping for myself. My mother has always procured the things I covet for me, so to pick out an item and obtain it with my own hands held a certain appeal. Which reminds me, I owe you a debt. I fear I cannot repay the full sum all at once. I have rather little in the way of spending money. Pray, take this for now. You'll have more when next we meet. My apologies, friend, but I'd best be going. I mustn't let Mother find out I left the palace. Thank you for indulging me. I do hope we'll see each other anon. Till then, farewell.
Understood. I shall proceed ahead.
How to spend the day?
Perhaps a stroll through town.
Can't put a price on peace.
Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality. In all Vernworth. You know where to find me.
I have a feeling there's good comment to be made here. I can't put a price on this.
Gather round! Treat your ears to a tale by a master.
I assume you haven't forgotten the delivery we were to make here, Arisen?
We need only pass our burden into the hands that await it.
There's no great shock to me.
Oh, I can't find a silver stone anywhere. Have you fared any better? Oh, just look how it shines. Thank you ever so much. Say, aren't you curious who I want to meet? Well, I'll tell you. My mother and father. I don't even know what they look like, you know. Not to say I'm unhappy at the gracious hand, of course. I want to tell them how grateful I am. Oh, it's so shiny.
Miss Daphne seemed pleased with our efforts. Mayhap we ought to pay her another visit sometime soon.
True enough.
I smelled it off for a moment there.
This place is awful dull.
Some call it cultured. I call it dull.
When's my watch out? Days like this make me glad to be back. Faring well, I hope.
Gather round! Treat your ears. witness to a tale by a master.
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
Some call it culture, I call it dull.
We're going this way now, I suppose. By your will.
There will be other opportunities to lead. For now, let us follow.
Arms, arms for the poor. Pray grant those less well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms for the poor? Many thanks. May fortune... Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I... Many thanks. Ah, hold on a moment, Sir Arisen. Perchance you would be willing to aid me with another matter. You see, one of the children we care for here at the Gracious Hand has gone missing. Malcolm, his name is. He's a steady lad. I can't imagine he would have run away. This building's very old. It could be that he's found himself in some strange corner of it. Might I impose on you to search for him?
It would seem we've a need to scrounge up information. 'Tis tedious work, but I suppose we'd best get to it.
True enough.
Who might have the answers we need? Shall we ask around? I've a rough idea of where our destination lies. Shall I show you there, Master?
You have our gratitude. Lead the way.
Follow me, then. Unless you doubt my sense of direction.
Was I lacking in devotion?
What was I supposed to do? Forgotten.
What do you presume to gain by this, Arisen?
Now this is a conundrum.
Here, if you please. I've a rough idea of where our destination lies. Shall I show you there, Master?
Malcolm's been really into exploring of late. Just the other day, he was going around telling anyone who'd listen about how he was an ox hair away from making some big discovery.
Let me get that. This is generally used as a material. I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time. A fine place to harvest some ingredients. No harm in picking a few.
Apologies, Master, but I can't guide you there from our current location.
Heavens have forsaken us. All is
Oh, it's so shiny.
This is most convenient. Another destination we were bound for is not far from here. Efficiency is not the only factor worthy of consideration.
Could you come over here? You'll never reach our destination if you continue in that direction, Master. But I suppose I can guide us there later. Who might have the answers we need? Shall we ask around? I can guide you to the vicinity of our destination, Master.
You have our gratitude. Lead the way.
The other day, I chanced to see a most resplendent ox cart on the high road. Now, that's not so strange, and rightly so. Gave me a right shock. Let me... Their faces may match.
Here, if you please.
I wonder what it was Malcolm found. Treasure? I wonder what it was Malcolm found. Treasure?
I heard a rumor that this land was once a kingdom of beastrons.
Truly?
Quite. Though no definitive records remain.
Will this take long? I've ought to be doing.
Is it true you're the Arisen? Only, I seem to recall someone else boasting of being the Arisen. Oh, just be sure you play your part well, whatever the truth. The Arisen takes the crown here in Vermont, after all. The fellow Drake ought to, and I reckon you'll earn the people's faith.
Malcolm. All he's doing of late is picking through rubble. Don't know why he bothered. Maybe he was hoping to find something shiny among the rubble. Wonder if he...
Sets my friends.
Might not seem like...
What might you need?
I see life as a journey, to be walked a day at a time.
Rejoice!
Welcome home, dear.
I spend my days spinning yarns, only to come home to a wife for whose radiance I have no words. If there is a more fortunate fool in the city, I have yet to meet him.
Oh, you bold-faced flatterer.
What would you of me? I'll have no trouble, thank you.
Follow me.
I ask you.
If I stay here,
Pray, sir, have you aught to spare?
Do try to keep me in your sights, Master. I shan't follow me, then. Unless you doubt my sense of direction.
Mayhap I ought to be getting home.
Any chance to be alone is a welcome one.
There's a ladder here.
After you, Arisen.
Here I can
there's any easy work. Oh, I don't need this right now.
Time to be heading home.
What has come over you, Arisen?
This is most convenient. Another destination we were bound for is not far from here. We shall have to decide which is the most pressing. We cannot do everything at once.
We're off to Vernworth Palace, then. Have no fear, Master. I'll fare all right without you for a little while.
Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen.
So tired. I've barely begun to tie my boots. I'm not going to take that from you.
I'd hasten home, were this not my duty.
I mustn't let it hear my knees knocking.
Oh, no, you don't. You're not allowed in here. Oi! You can't come in here.
Wearing armor all day feels like a punishment.
Where it's possible.
Never should have taken this shift.
You'd best watch yourself. Do you know who I am?
It is hard to imagine a world empty of monsters. There are few places.
I must ask you to leave this place at once.
Tis best you move along. Should one of the other guards espy you, I will be forced to play my part.
Who's there? Pray, keep your voice low. 'Twouldn't be good for either of us if someone was summoned to come check on me. Could it be that you have come to bring Mother's schemes to light? Aye, Disa is my mother. Pray forgive me for not telling you sooner. 'Twas never my intent to deceive you. I'd simply feared that if I spoke the truth, none would wish to involve themselves with me. But that is no longer a concern. 'Tis clear that we are allied in purpose. My word, you mean to say that you are the true Arisen? That the Sovereign currently residing in the palace is a pretender? Could Mother have had a hand in that as well?
Regent Kin Sven appears to be missing from his chambers. Have you seen him?
Me? No, sir.
Then start searching, you fool. Should aught befall the Regent Kin, 'tis us who'll answer to her grace.
Forgive me. My absence seems to have made this rather more difficult for us. You ought leave the palace at once. This room turned up little of interest, but I've a mind to look into this further. I shall send word to Captain Brandt if I discover aught you should know. I'll head out first and speak with the Sentinels. Use that opportunity to make good your escape.
Sven, where have you been, Your Grace?
Forgive me. I couldn't sleep. I thought a stroll might clear my head.
If aught were to happen.
I must earn something. Use a rest. Somehow my feet always carry me here. I'm just grateful I get to lead a quiet life.
Too quiet here for my liking.
Suppose I ought to earn my pay.
Let me alone, will ye? I'm a busy woman.
What am I supposed to do about it?
If 'tis naught of import, pray hold your tongue.
We're not to talk during missions, sir.
I'd sooner stay out of that, where it's possible.
Nary a dental scratch on my arms and armor.
My apologies for the wait. We grew further apart than I'd anticipated.
What's this? Come to admire my sculptures, have you? Ho ho! To think my eminence as a collector would reach in the ears of the Arisen. If only my collection were complete, I'd fain allow you to inspect it. Alas, the sculpture that I commissioned to be its centerpiece is yet to arrive. And 'twould wound my pride to have you behold my collection ere 'tis made whole. If your curiosity shall not be denied, however, mayhap you consider paying a visit to the sculptor in my stead. The man's home is located in Batal. You need only tell him that I eagerly await the sculpture's completion.
Shall we seek some answers?
One's coming to my aid.
Thought we'd been ever happened.
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
Greetings, Your Majesty. Have you...
I can't say I have any tidings to share.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. How fared your mission? Was there aught suspicious to be found in the Queen Regent's office? This scrap. 'Twas part of a letter, and from Batal no less. This alone can prove little, but 'tis clear that Deeza's schemes run deep. To think, Deeza's actions have weighed even on the mind of her own son. 'Tis a surprise, but a welcome one. Deeza is the doting mother before the Regent King. If Regent King Sven is willing to aid us by drawing Deeza's focus, we may be able to gain more useful information. You have done well, Your Majesty. Though I am limited in the aid I'm able to offer, I bid you, take this.
It seems we were right to suspect the Queen Regent. We ought...
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. A place with books likely to entice Magistrate Waldo, you say? Naught springs to mind, I'm afraid. Kendrick of the Gracious Hand is versed in many things. Perchance he knows of such a place?
Would you come over here?
This isn't much to go on.
I hope the weather holds.
Supper and a night's rest is all I need.
I shall lead us to our destination, so do try not to rush ahead.
The guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Where could Malcolm have gotten off to? Perhaps you could try asking the other children. I haven't been able to get...
Aye, I'm well enough.
Where could Malcolm... Perhaps you could try asking the other children. Where could... Perhaps you could try ask... Where? Perhaps you could try asking the other children. I haven't been able to get...
I wonder what it was Malcolm found.
Swapping stories is one of life's great pleasures. Say, have I seen you around?
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
Wait for the new equipment.
The hours seem to fly.
There's a ladder here. We ought to put it to good use.
While you're here, eh?
Good evening, sir. I trust you fared all right on the roads? Just... Bite the hour.
Getting proper rest is an important duty in itself.
Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead.
Off we go, then.
A new day, a new perspective.
If our prayers are not heeded, what
I don't know what to do. Let's hope I find something.
What to do? What to do? Hoy, Arisen! Say, have you heard about the state of the river? Do you know the river close by the church? Well, it's come to be full of muck and filth and all sorts. That's a problem for the church, as it draws from the river to make holy water. The water's so filthy that it's going to take twice the amount of gold ore to purify it. I was thinking you could help the priests by finding some gold ore. After all, it wouldn't be good for anyone if the church ran out of holy water. It was just a thought. I know you must be awfully busy, so see you later. Will you help me after all, Arisen? The priests need more gold ore. It was just a thought. See you later.
You best watch yourself. You best watch yourself.
What should I do? I find some This is a place of prayer. Do keep your voice low. A moment's prayer can do a world of good. A moment's prayer can do a world of...
Is there aught I can assist you with?
Make it quick. I ain't got all day.
Aye, I'm well enough, thank you.
I wonder what it was Malcolm found. Maybe he was hoping to find something shiny among the rubble. Wonder if he found anything good.
Comes for me next. I am sure of it.
Sweeping, laundry. My work's near done.
If our prayers are not heeded, what? Oh, where could Malcolm? Perhaps you could try asking the other children.
Marriage isn't what it's chalked up to be.
Oh, well met.
Well met. I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff. Keep those orders coming. This fearsome world. Keep those orders coming. This fearsome...